So this is the OnePlus Buds 4. It's got every single feature from the more expensive OnePlus Buds Pro 3. And when I noticed that, I was like, wait, what is the catch? So I did what I love doing, and that is testing audio products. So I put this to test extensively, and just to make things spicy, I also added a comparison with the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro and the Sony WF-C700N. So you can hire me as your product marketing guy. I'll definitely give you better names. Trust me. And yes, for those who have been regular viewers of this channel and are wondering, Ershad, this is the first time we're adding a Sony product to a comparison. Thank you for noticing. Love you guys. Alright, with that out of the way, let's dive right in. Hi, I'm Ershad. This is Trakin Tech English, your destination for detailed, incisive audio reviews. First things first, OnePlus has changed the design once again of the case of the OnePlus Buds 4. With the Buds 3, we had the jewelry box design, which is there with the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro. But with the Buds 4, what you now get is a tattedly design. And of course, the Sony comes in a nice and small pill-shaped box. One of the things that I love to do in my reviews is the live yank test. And I'm going to do exactly just that. Starting with the OnePlus Buds 4. The right one fell off. Next up, the Realme did perform really well in the live Buds yank test. Oh, this time, again, the right one fell off. Now it's time for Sony. Let's see what it does. Oh. Sony has the strongest magnets here. Now the case of all these three buds actually comes with a Type-C port for charging, and you do get a Bluetooth pairing button. Now talking about the Buds design, you get the stem style design with the Realme and OnePlus, whereas you get the Buds style design with Sony. Now as for the fit, I am not a fan of the fit of Sony's Buds at all. Au contraire, with OnePlus and Realme, I found excellent fit. They were comfortable for long listening sessions. Now Realme does score extra when it comes to the metal faceplate, because of course metal adds more premiumness and of course better build quality too. Not that OnePlus is bad, OnePlus is also pretty good. It's all plastic, and the same is true for Sony as well. As for durability, again OnePlus and Realme do a fantastic job because you get IP55 rating on both, whereas you get IPX4 rating with the Sony, which obviously loses out. So when it comes to the case design, the Buds design, the fit of the Buds, and the overall build quality, I would give an A+ to both OnePlus and Realme, whereas Sony would get a B+ from me. Alright, now let's talk about connectivity, and with Realme and OnePlus, you get support for Bluetooth version 5.4, and with 5.4, what I've noticed in my testing is that the connection stability has improved by leaps and bounds. I legit walked about 20-30 meters far away in an open area, and not once did the connection drop on me with these two buds. And Sony's Bluetooth 5.2 does drop connection multiple times on a whim, no less. Now all the three do support Google's Fast Pair protocol for easier, swifter pairing with Android devices. And of course, all these also have their corresponding apps that let you, play around with the different settings that you get with it. And as for the design of the Realme Link app and the Hey Melody app for OnePlus, they're actually very minimal, easy to use and easy to understand as well. Also, more importantly, what I like about OnePlus's app experience is that it doesn't ask for their email address, which even the Realme Link app does. You have to actually give your email address or your phone number to register to the app. Also, since Buds 4 has steady connect, if you have a OnePlus phone, you can actually expect even better connection stability. Alright, now off to some testing, and the first thing that I really wanted to test out was the ANC performance. And to test the ANC performance, what I did is I had a Bluetooth speaker and I simulated a coffee shop environment by playing a YouTube video. The best way I could do it, I didn't want to go to a coffee shop. That's how lazy I am. And in this scenario, and even otherwise in real world, OnePlus's ANC performance smokes the other two out of the water. See, when I tested the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro, I think very recently, I'd said that, the ANC performance on Realme is fantastic. And OnePlus has gone ahead and beaten that too. And that's also because if you take a look at the numbers themselves, it's got higher decibel cancellation of about 55 dB as opposed to 53 dB. Now, what about Sony's ANC, Ershad? Are you wondering about it? Yeah, well, I feel like it's there for namesake. I couldn't feel it working at all, really. In fact, OnePlus's transparency mode is also superior of the three. So rounding things off, for connection stability, for app design and support, for ANC plus transparency performance, I would give OnePlus once again an A+. And Realme will get a very respectable A from me, whereas, Sony will get a B. Alright, now time for the part which I definitely am most excited to talk about, and that is the sound quality. But before that, let me tell you that both the OnePlus Buds 4 and the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro actually have dual drivers. Basically, what you get inside each housing is 11mm plus 6mm dual driver setup with individual DACs for each of these drivers, which means that you get dual DACs. Both these buds also do support LHDC version 5.0, which is the latest version. And the interesting thing with the Buds 4 is that OnePlus tells me that they have unlocked the 24-bit 192 kHz audio, which means that if you have a phone that supports the LHDC version 5.0 codec, then what you can do is head into your developer settings and force it to actually play back music at 192 kHz. Time to discuss the sound, and let me get the Sony WF-C700N out of the way first. Now with the Sonys, what you get is a clean sound. It's not problematic and it's not bass heavy either. In fact, the problem with the Sony is actually the fact that the bass is severely lacking, especially in the sub-bass region where you don't listen to anything at all. And I'm somebody who doesn't really care about bass as much, but I still felt it was lacking. So if you do care about bass, then please stay away from these. And that could also be because the fit wasn't great for me. I just couldn't find the right fit. And in comparison, Realme and OnePlus, both of these have your standard mass market U-shaped tuning, which means that the bass and the treble will overpower the mids. But the problem with Realme's tuning is the problem with modern music production, the overemphasis on loudness. Everything is tuned to be loud and grating, and it's also a very dark sound. It's in your head. It doesn't have any space to move around, and sometimes I found it discomforting too. I had to reduce the volume down to like 30-40% for me to be like, okay, I can listen to it now. In comparison, the mass market tuning of the Buds 4 actually sounds smoother. It's slightly airier. It's got a little more space to breathe, so it doesn't make you feel like you want to take them off your ears, which happens with the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro a lot of times. Now, in the song Tom's Diner, you have the sounds of a diner and you want the song to sound slightly spacious and not as loud and grating as the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro. And over there, the Buds 4 actually stands its ground and does a fairly decent job of ensuring that you get a better semblance of tonality and imaging. That said, I'm not a really big fan of the default sound signature of the Buds 4. I went into the EQ settings and pulled down the bass considerably for me to be of my liking. However, the quality of the drivers used by OnePlus in the Buds 4 seems to be of pretty high quality, which is why even if you EQ it, it does respond to your EQing really well and tune the sound accordingly, and it does it definitely better than Realme and Sony both. Now, as for the mics, I tested them out, and OnePlus and Realme have very similar sounding mics. They do sound pretty good. They've got very good ANC as well. Sony sounds really bad in comparison, and this is where I want to bring back to the point that no stems. Another area where Sony fails miserably is in latency. Forget gaming. Even sometimes while video watching, there is a bit of an audio-video lag that I noticed. Realme is the best of the three when it comes to latency performance, slightly better than even OnePlus, but it's not like you can tell the difference in real life. Both sound equally good. And finally, we have the battery life. All the three, if there's ANC on, you can expect anywhere between 6 to 7 hours of listening time at 70% volume, which is what I experienced as well. Now, Sony, we've been using it for a while, so therefore the battery life might have dropped, but initially it would give slightly more battery life from the Buds itself. So my final rating for sound, mic quality, latency and battery performance, I'd give OnePlus an A, Realme a B+, and Sony, I would give it a C+. So when you look at the price tag of ₹5,999 for the Buds 4 and of course 5,499 after discounts, it actually punches above its weight with the amount of feature sets that you get and the quality of these feature sets as well. I was particularly impressed by the ANC and the transparency tuning, and I felt like, wow, what has OnePlus done here? And as for the sound signature, in the default sound tuning, yeah, I'm not a fan, but you can actually tweak it to get it to your liking because the hardware used for the product itself is actually pretty good. And in comparison, the Realme Buds Air 7 Pro is priced retail price at 5,499, which actually makes it 500 rupees lower than the OnePlus Buds 4. But the problem is that the feature sets do exist, or the features do exist, but it is not as polished as OnePlus. At 6K, which is the asking price, I mean the best price that you can find for it is actually priced higher, by the way. For 6K, it doesn't offer the kind of value that these two products offer, so I find it very tough to recommend these over OnePlus or Realme. So, what do you folks think of the new OnePlus Buds 4 and in comparison to the other buds that I've tested here? Let me know in the comment section below. I kind of like it. I'm definitely going to recommend it to a lot of folks. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep tracking and stay safe.